Hello, this is Gabriel Hayes, and welcome to your one time only political podcast. And this is my guest, Blaine Ostermeyer. Say hello.
Hello.
Now, today we're going to start off light with some normal, everyday, common inconveniences, and then we're going to get more into the nitty gritty about politics.
I like that.
Which,
Common inconveniences.
common inconvenience. So, I think we're going to start with the current rise in gas prices. So, Blaine, what are your thoughts in our rise in gas prices? How would
No, it
you?
uh it affects a lot of people, you know. People like me just getting a car or people just having cars. It's no, I
Yeah, it's like it's hard to explain. I
it
understand.
yeah. Um I haven't really personally experienced it, but I have seen the prices and it's quite ridiculous. People
Yeah,
like
like,
Ubers, drive around all day. They spend tons on gas.
yeah,
And it's not like the company they work for pays for it, so it's kind of like just their own pocket money.
yeah, and like, uh, my stepdad the other day, I I think he needed to fill up his tank of gas, and it cost him like $100 for a full tank. That's like crazy.
And they don't last that long either. If you're
No.
driving constantly, then it's gonna last you maybe what, like a week or something.
Yeah,
It's
like with his job, he's driving around constantly,
yeah, it's
and like
it's rough.
the company that he works for is supposed to pay for it, but like if they just like tell him to clock out, he has to drive back home on his own like dollar.
Hmm.
So I
It's a
think
shame.
the next person we well like as a society we vote for should definitely try and fix our gas prices like epidemic or well not
Absolutely.
epidemic but like problem.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they can't exactly just fix it, right?
Yeah,
They just declined gas prices. The economy would shamble.
what I mean
They're
like
they're high for a reason, but I don't think they need to be that high.
I feel like they should like get a little bit lower.
Oh, absolutely. They do not need to be this high.
Yeah, I think maybe more people should switch to electrical vehicles so that way.
Ooh, electrical vehicles. It's so cheap to refuel your car.
Yeah, it's like $15, I think, or something
Mm.
like that.
No, it's not even that. It's way less. It's like $2. My gym teacher, Mr. Sproul, shout out Mr. Sproul. He told me about his car, electrical car.
Hmm.
He said something about like 15-ish cents to recharge it. It's so much better. The
15
problem is,
cents.
yeah, it's super cheap. Problem is, it's so bad for the environment. Electrical cars.
Yeah,
On
they
paper,
are
they seem way better, but they're just not.
they are pretty bad for the environment and they're expensive just like to get.
Very, very
Yeah.
expensive. Yeah.
So now that we've explained gas prices, something else that starts with G and ends with prices, grocery prices, because they're also
Ooh,
through the roof.
I'm actually
Um,
affected by this one.
like, well, I think we'll get onto this later, but like, have you seen like the price of eggs in like America or
Eggs,
something?
yeah,
They're like $10 a carton now. That's just
ridiculous.
they are
It's almost a
crazy.
dollar for an egg.
Yeah, $1
No,
per
it's
egg.
yeah. Making an omelet, got three eggs in there. It's
$3
oof. That's like
plus
yeah, that's like
plus the
$3 you're
extra
eating right there.
ingredients. It's like 350.
Make sure, because you're not just eating just egg, right? You like to put like pepper on that.
Cheese. God forbid you
Cheese.
put dairy products.
Dairy products. You gotta talk about that as well. Oh
Yeah,
my.
yeah. Like yogurt and stuff that got increased.
Yogurt. You see
You just got
milk?
milk. I think it's like $8 for like 2 bags of milk.
Hmm. I do
And,
know they did lower them not too long ago, which is nice. Grocery prices have gone down slightly, but not enough to make a real big difference.
and with like the tariffs coming, I don't know if they're here yet or not. Actually,
I
should
have
research
no
that.
clue.
But
The during December, or I think it was December, November, the discount on everything was really nice for people.
oh, the
That
no
definitely helped people get back on
taxes.
their feet. Yeah, absolutely
Yeah,
no taxes. That was so nice.
that was great. But we can't just do that as a society. How else?
No, no.
No. But like I feel like as number one things that people should be focusing on are grocery prices and gas prices for the
Hmm.
next
Absolutely,
election
absolutely.
coming up.
When is the next election? Do you know this or
I am currently unaware of that. I think it's sometime this year.
I know the American one wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, I think ours is. I think it's either a year or 2 years after the American one.
Mm,
I'm not 100% sure. Yet again, something I should have researched before I did this.
all right. Well, if it's two
Um,
years, then I can vote.
yeah,
Voting is 18, right?
yeah, it's 18.
Yeah, I can vote in 2 years. Not, yeah, 2 years. Oof.
I just think like some of the that's probably like the things that people in society are most affected by: grocery prices and gas prices.
Grocery, gas, yeah, absolutely. Oh, you know
Yeah.
another main thing? Rent.
Oh, rent prices, especially where we currently live, housing
Oh
is
yeah,
so high. It is.
terrible. It's terrible.
We're getting near Toronto prices in like a small town.
Yeah,
It's
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 ridiculous.
crazy.
I believe
It's
Collingwood is in the top 15. Could be wrong. Top 15 most expensive places to live in Ontario.
hmm
Crazy.
for some
Toronto,
reason.
hotspot. Ottawa, yeah, terrible places to live for pricing.
Yeah,
Beautiful place, terrible for money. It's something.
with like back on that grocery prices thing, like chickens and we were talking about how eggs were affected. Chickens and eggs about that. I think it was like a disease or something that went around with chickens, and it increased their prices heavily too.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um.
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah. Tariffs are probably gonna suck when they come on like to the community. It's gonna. I get yet again. I don't know if they're here or not. As long as we just keep buying Canadian only products.
Yeah,
I,
we just win the grocery war, or that people are calling it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a trade war,
Yeah, it's a trade war. That's what it's called.
or I think it's trade.
It is trade
I'm
war. Yeah, no, it's a
thinking,
trade war.
yeah, because like taxing a whole neighbor country to you that gives you a bunch of resources and stuff isn't really
Hmm.
a smart idea. We're
No,
gonna
no,
we're gonna
no.
get to not smart ideas that people like to make
Actually,
later.
since we're on the topic of trading, did you hear what China and America happened?
Yeah. Didn't China like tariff them back like 50% or something like that?
Yeah, then America's like, okay, 200 or 100, something like that. It's the number was crazy what they done to
I
China.
Yeah.
Or was it the other way around?
No, I think China's. I think it was America's like, I'm gonna tariff you 25%, and China's all
Hmm.
like, well, I'm gonna tariff you 30%. America's like, fine, 50%. And
Yeah, they just
it's
went back and forth.
yeah, it's just
Not good for neither country.
big ol' argument. Yeah, cause like they're both China exports a lot of their goods into America.
It's both,
Exports.
honestly. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and
both do so much for giving to the world.
yeah, and America buys a lot of the exports from China. So like
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
just stuff that's important to both countries.
Yeah.
I've heard like rumors of well like America switching their main exporting country to India instead, but China's
India,
just been doing it for so long and they have everything already set up. I think it's going to be vital for China to stay as a trading
it would
um,
be absolutely.
partner.
It'd be wise for them to become friends again. Wasn't Trump friends with the leader of China? Or could I be wrong?
Uh, I think that was North Korea.
It was North Korea. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, which I find kind of crazy how like Russia and America are in like basically another Cold War. Um, and Trump's willing to just go meet up with their leader and be all cushy cushy.
Mhm.
while
Mhm.
Ukraine's currently being invaded and bombed constantly.
Then
It's
again, it's not the worst thing, you know. Having friends with an enemy isn't the worst thing. Obviously,
yeah,
it's not the greatest time for a friendship.
it's also gonna lower your reputation with other countries that are being
Yeah,
harmed by that country. I just don't think it's a good idea. Like I just don't think it's the right play here.
it's not. It's
No.
not. No.
I I I don't lead a country. I don't know how hard it is, but
Well,
I
I'm
just
sure. I'm sure it's very troubling.
I just don't think it's the greatest play. I just don't
Yeah,
think
you should feel
it's
like you can do it better sometimes.
yeah. Like, you know, if you were giving a speech to a crowd of people and you threw up a certain hand gesture that not a lot of people liked, and then your stocks tanked like 200% the next day, I don't I don't think that's a very smart idea either. Wink,
No.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
uh, cause
What was
I'm
our next
pretty,
topic?
I'm pretty sure Elon, like, I'm thinking like Elon Musk is like Trump's big guy now, not like
Elon
vice
Musk.
president, like
He's got a
big.
lot of power.
Yeah, he's been given a lot due to the new election
Mhm.
because like
Mhm.
I I know Trump made him head of something. I just forget
I
which
don't
what he
know.
made
Yeah.
him.
For a
It was
civilian, he's very high in the hierarchy.
yeah. He owns a lot of companies that people use every day, so
Mhm.
and like it's crazy what someone with a lot of money and the right friendships can get to
Absolutely.
in just like a couple of years. Cuz you go back like 10 years ago, no one knew who Elon Musk was.
No. No.
Like I didn't hear that name until like minimum 5 years ago.
Yeah, you
And
know.
now it's all crazy. He's like very high up in the US
Hierarchy.
um yeah, hierarchy.
Mhm. Mhm.
And US's current leaders wasn't their greatest option, to be honest. I like
Uh,
it sounded good on paper. It sounded good on paper, but paper's thin.
that's just politics. That's just politics. You remember the controversy with Elon Musk and the Nazi hand salute?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wink,
Yeah, I
wink,
remember
nudge.
that. Apparently, he didn't actually do it, and he was just doing simply a different gesture. It just happened to look like it.
Uh-huh. Sure.
And that's what
Yeah.
people are saying.
Yeah. I bet those people are quite big fans of him.
Well, no. Well, hang on. There is video proof.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to keep an open mind.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can keep an open mind. The riots in the streets are something different though. Like people are like burning Cybertrucks over like some of the bad things that he's done. Like they'll like see not like with people in them obviously, but like they'll like burn them. It's
Well,
crazy.
yeah, no.
I've read a couple articles about that. And like after that his stocks tanked like tremendously in Tesla. At least
Mhm.
his
Mhm.
Tesla stocks. I mean, they also went down when the Cybertruck came out. Like I would burn it too if I had one of those things.
Cybertruck. Oh God. Such an ugly
Minecraft
piece of.
car.
Yeah. Such an ugly car. I don't know how anyone drives that.
Like, who would have spent their money on that? Like, we're talking about how electric vehicles are good. Those aren't good electric vehicles. Did you hear what the tariffs on Teslas were gonna be, or like what
Yeah.
are thought to
Yeah.
be? They're like
Just
up to
not
a
affordable.
hundred percent.
There's just no way. If I'm gonna get a Tesla, I better get it now. And that's the thing, though. They're not even bad vehicles. They're not.
They're not bad vehicles. It's just like I'm not paying double the price.
Is it worth the money? No. No, it is not.
I'm not paying $80,000 for a car that is electrical. There's like 20 other cars on the market that can do that.
Yeah.
Every car company is doing that. Even BMW did that. Now, the
Yeah.
electric vehicle for BMW looked ugly and no one liked it. That seems to happen with a lot of electric
It's hard to make a car, you know?
vehicles.
It's hard to design a good-looking car that's also
Yeah.
affordable.
Yeah, it's just like I've been seeing a lot of things about that, and I haven't been keeping up with U.S. politics that much. I know they want to turn the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America, which is kind of crazy.
That's you can't just go around changing names of landmarks just because they feel like it.
They also want
Just can't do
Greenland.
that. They own Greenland?
They want to own Greenland.
Oh, they want to own Greenland.
Yeah, it's
Greenland does have a lot of natural resources on it. It's just
just like
cold.
how they wanted to own Canada.
Ooh, Canada being the 51st state.
Never gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Canada
The-
is already functioning on its own well
yeah,
enough,
no,
and
the citizens are not gonna let it happen.
doesn't matter how many tariffs you throw at us. We make our own things, and then there's other countries willing to give us own things. I bet
Mhm.
Mexico doesn't appreciate those tariffs either, and the
No.
fact that you also want Mexico to become a state. Same with
They're
Greenland.
getting greedy. They're getting too greedy.
Yeah, they,
Way too greedy.
not the one guy in charge.
Okay.
He's such a very intelligent man.
Swell fella.
There's a reason why after he got elected, all I could see was people screaming and crying on the internet. Like they're like they're he sounded really good on paper, but
Yeah,
that's how elections go. You
it
sound
is.
as good as possible on paper, and you lie. I
You
meant
lie, yeah.
you don't lie. Who would ever lie in a federal
Oh,
election?
I'm bad.
Yeah. I'm sure not all
Or
governors are bad.
no. It's weird too, because often vice presidents would be a better leader than the actual president.
Oh, it's almost like the other option for the presidency was a vice president at one point. Kamala Harris is a vice president.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
I'm trying to find something else to talk about.
No, it's all good.
um.
The way to become president is just be likable. Just keep your image
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Like
And Trump is not doing a good job of that.
a lot of the times, neither options are good. Majority of the
No.
time, neither option is good.
Where often
There-
slightly better is the one you go for.
Yeah, it's like picking the shiniest of two turds, you know? It's
Yeah.
they both suck.
Both suck.
There's never good options. Like I feel like someone who was like a member of like didn't grow up rich and isn't above the age of like 85. Can we like
There's
stop
a lot of
electing
old presidents.
Can we stop electing senior citizens with dementia? Like, okay,
Dude,
after
Joe
the first
Biden.
50, okay. It's like they're all above the age of 85. There's no young presidents. Like I feel like there needs to be some younger presidents and some more presidents that were like actually citizens, didn't like grow up rich. A lot of presidents grew up rich.
Like 90% of them bound to
Yeah.
be. That's how you become president. You just gotta know the right people.
Yeah, you just didn't Kanye run for president? He got like 2 votes, but like he
I
did.
think yeah, yeah, he did.
Sorry, such a topic, but like, all I can, that's all I can imagine was just Kanye's face on the presidential election screen.
From the $1 bill.
Kanye on the
It's
$1 bill.
not even Kanye, it's like the Kanye West. Or the Kanye, yeah, no, East. He's West, right?
Yes, he's Kanye
Yeah,
West.
Kanye East would be the image on the dollar bill.
I just, yeah, but like, and like, some presidents do like commit 35 felonies. And like, God forbid I sell a pickle before it bounces. Like, God forbid I try and sell someone 37 salamanders.
Oof. I don't know, man.
36
That's
is
a pretty good
fine.
law.
36 is perfectly fine. 37? Oh, you're crossing the line. I did not mean that to rhyme.
Stop it.
I didn't. But like, you know, electing someone with 35 felonies isn't really a good idea.
Uh-huh.
Not great. God forbid I hunt Bigfoot, but like, jeez. 35 felonies is crazy. And like, did some not like you know
Yeah,
isn't
no, I know.
very akin to not I'm how do I say this?
How do I say this?
how do I how do I make this a sentence?
How does one
Um
go about this?
how do I go about chaining these words together without being inappropriate? You know, it's hard to talk about the current leader of America without sounding inappropriate because who he is.
Also, we're not even American, right? So it's
Yeah, we're not. We're. I mean, like, our current government isn't going like. We just had our leader resign because he got like. I'm pretty sure he just like got bullied out of the.
yeah.
out of his prime minister seat, because no one liked him. Um, probably because.
No one did.
No,
You know,
like
when he did first presidenting or whatever, he wasn't terrible. No, he wasn't.
he
And then
wasn't.
as months went by, it just got worse and worse.
As months went by and our rent prices and grocery prices increased, and people started to go, you know what? He isn't really helping when he prints more and more money. Um,
You know
because
what?
then the
I don't know. This guy's not good for this job anymore.
yeah, probably because when you print more money, the price of our dollar goes down, and having a very cheap dollar isn't great. Um,
Didn't the American dollar go down closer to our value?
yeah, I think it. Yeah, I know it went down. I just don't know how much it went down by. Um, uh, I do know it went down. Oh, I think it went up actually.
Did it?
It either went up or the Canadian dollar went down.
Probably
It
went
says
down.
it says it's $1.39 right now.
Hmm. I just know
Um,
as you're just going by, it just gets closer to our value.
yeah, it's either ours goes down or theirs goes up, and I think it's ours going down, because I'm pretty sure theirs is supposed to be going down right now as well,
It is going down.
because of not great decisions. Who likes
Oh.
making not great decisions? America's leader. Who
Most
said
leaders right now. There's
that?
not a lot of good leaders
Yeah,
right now,
yeah. We
like
can't pick
anywhere.
on one of them for too long. It's not every leader's not great at the moment. To be fair, I
Yeah,
don't keep up with every country's politics, so I
fair,
wouldn't
fair.
100% know that. But I'm betting they're not
I'm betting.
all great.
No, no.
It's just like no such thing as
Good politics.
a great leader. Well, I think we've covered majority of our topics for today. And
Yeah,
we're
I'd say
getting
so.
close to the end time of the video. Er, uh, well, I will be seeing you guys out for the last time of our one time only political podcast. I would like to see you some other time.